Hello, ladies and gents. Welcome to Say It Now, Say It Loud. So if this is your first time here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and hit it. Hit that bell so you can get those notifications. And let's get it cracking. All right, guys. So today we are talking about a story that has been going bananas all over the internet, YouTube, etc., Twitter, all social medias. We're talking about PrettyBoyFredo and his fiancé, Jasmine. So guys, today we will address and basically, like I say, I like to give my feedback, my commentary from a positive point of view. I don't like to point the finger at this person or that person, but I do like to hold people accountable for their actions. Does that mean that I don't like them? No, it just means that I'm going to keep it real and I'm going to give you some positive advice to go with it. So, guys, you heard PrettyBoyFredo cheated on his fiancée Jasmine, and it's a lot of controversy, as in if he cheated, because he did a video recently that was saying they were broken up, and then there's his sister that came in a picture and said yes, he was cheating on her. So it looks like he probably most likely was cheating on this young lady, but like I said, who am I to pass judgment? But I will say this. Okay, so a lot of people look in from the outside. They are looking at the relationships of not just PrettyBoyFredo, but all of these YouTubers who, they have couple channels, and people basically look up to them and they automatically assume that these people do not go through issues. Everybody has issues. Everybody goes through ups and downs. So basically, nobody is dismissed from having problems in their relationship. It's all about how you handle those problems, and it's all about the result in the end. So I guess we could say allegedly. I don't like to point the finger, especially if I'm not there. So we'll just stick with allegedly cheated on his fiance. So she took to Twitter, he took to Twitter. They're both expressing their feelings, going back and forth. But, from what I read, it does seem like she's a little bit fed up. As I always say, when a woman's fed up, it really doesn't matter. There's nothing that you can do about it. Now, that's when she really reaches that moment or that point of being fed up, because a lot of women do say they are tired, I'm leaving you and this and that, and then they don't end up leaving you, or they leave you and come back. And I think PrettyBoyFredo did point that out as well in the video, the most recent video that he did addressing the situation. He said that they split before she left, and I'm not sure what the reason was. He said she just left out of the blue, but they ended up getting back together. She came back. They have a child together, which makes the situation a little more sensitive, I believe, because at this point, if both of you guys can't come together and, just come to an agreement, or if PrettyBoyFredo, if you can't be loyal, if Jasmine can't be loyal, whatever the situation is, the main objective, the common denominator in this situation is the child, Ava. So you guys have to make it work. You have to make it work for her, on her behalf. And I'm not talking about making it work so that you guys can work. I'm talking about co-parenting and making sure she's in an environment that is going to be positive, something safe, something she can understand. Babies understand as well. They know when something is not right. They know when the energy is off. So you guys have to keep the verbal arguments and physical, anything down. It should be kept down anyway. Nobody should be putting their hands on each other, and nobody should be verbally abusing each other. So this is one of the tweets that Jasmine made. And it says, "The truth will be bended for selfish reasons. My truth is the full truth. Unfortunately, I'm unable to speak on this. I love everyone for all of your support and love. I'm sorry I will no longer be, a part of the family. And I felt her here. So I definitely believe that she's not saying She can't speak on it for other reasons. I believe she can't speak on it because it's too painful for her. Some people just don't care to address these types of situations because, like I said, some people are just fed up. Some people come to the point where they don't even want to deal with it. They know what they know. Maybe she has saw the receipts. I mean, it's an embarrassing thing to be addressing this, especially when you're in the public eye. It's one thing to go through something and go through it behind cameras or, where nobody knows about it. But when it's in the public eye and you see everyone even showing the support, it becomes, a situation where it's just repetitive and you have to continue to live those feelings over and over and over again. So, yeah, I feel like she's fed up. And she's just ready to move on. Like I said, sometimes it doesn't work. And the common denominator is the child. So maybe they can come together and basically do what they have to do to make sure that child is in a comfortable state of mind at all times. PrettyBoyFredo also took to Twitter and he said, I spoke on some bleep from the heart. Today, no holdbacks. Today I'm going to speak my truth in a respect, professional way. So basically he wants to let his supporters know and get them to understand that or where he's coming from. So he basically did that in the video that I told you guys about. And he did explain some things and, it does sound like he definitely loves this woman. But at the end of the day, you have to show and display that. He also addressed some things saying that she lost herself or, she wasn't the old self again. And, a lot of people feel like when people change that it's a bad thing. It's not always a bad thing. Change is sometimes good. Just because it doesn't work for you or you may feel a little uncomfortable about the situation, it does not mean that change is bad. For that person, you should consider that person's feelings because for them, that may have been that moment of change where they were feeling good about themselves, So you never know. It all depends on the situation. And if she was going through something or you sense that she was feeling down or depressed or, she just didn't have that drive or the initiation to, do anything or motivate herself to do anything, that's when you're supposed to step in. You see, a lot of people want to be in a relationship and they don't know what exactly a relationship entails. You don't know that you're supposed to be that support emotionally as well. You've proposed to this woman and, you claim you want her to be your wife. And no, I'm not jumping down PrettyBoyFredo's, throat or anything. But what I'm saying is, if you're going to propose to someone and you want them to be your wife, you have to put yourself in that position to be that emotional support for them as well. A relationship is just not about I love you and let's spend a little money here and there or let's spend a little time together. You never know when the next person is on their highs and their lows. You never know when you're going to have to step in. And a lot of people say, a relationship is supposed to be 50-50, but sometimes it can't be 50-50. Sometimes both of you have to put in that 100-100, which is full force effort. And just because both of you put in 100-100 doesn't mean that some days it's going to be that way all the time. Someone may not be able to come full throttle with the 100. There may be some times where that person may be only they're only able to give 75. So guess what? That's when you come in and you be that emotional support for them and you go ahead and kick in that extra 25 to go ahead and even it off. So that probably went over a lot of y'all heads, but if you understand where I'm coming from, you understand, and it is what it is. So, and he also addresses here a tweet where he says, being the one everybody runs to gets hard sometimes because who can be there for you? I'ma always love you. And that's true. I don't know what the situation is. I don't know if he's taking care of this person or that person. Now, his sister did make some comments and some threads on her Instagram story that I've chose not to post here because it kind of like goes against the way that I want to address the situation. But she did say some things as if she makes her own money, and she showed the receipts and everything. So I don't know, maybe he feels like he is taking care of other family members. There's no telling what he's doing. There's no telling if he's feeling overwhelmed with just life itself. You can't, from the outside looking in, we can't say that that's not how he feels. If he says that's how he feels about the situation, that's how he feels. And nobody should discredit him for that. So all in all, I wish them the best. Like I said, people separate, people stay together for a season, for years, and they find out it's not working. But these two have been together for a very long time. I wish them the best. I hope they can figure it out. And I hope they realize the main important thing here is the child. So in order to be in a good space in their heads and, their mind, body, and soul, they have to take care of themselves individually. Take time away. Focus on yourself and just basically try to figure out how you can make yourself better. Once you're able to do that, then you'll be able to see a little clearer. You'll be able to come together, co-parent for the sake of Ava. And also, you never know, that may drive you guys back together. Who knows? I don't know. Guys, that's the end. I gave my commentary. I wish them the best of luck. You guys, don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell so you can get those notifications. Drop a comment down below. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Say It Now, Say It Loud. See you guys in the next video. Peace.